It's alive. There you are. Grab your ugliest holiday sweater, pour yourself some eggnog, and buckle up for 3 new Nordic Christmas records this year that you can put on for the holidays this week. And stick around to the end to hear the favorite Nordic Christmas album here around the Foster house that Alyssa and I put on every year pretty much from Thanksgiving cleanup until New Year's. But first, let's kick off this rapid-fire holiday album review video with one of my favorite classical or Baroque ensembles, Barokk Boreal. This time they bring to light hidden and forgotten Christmas songs by 17th century poets from across Norway. About winter, angels, stars, midnight, moonlight, a stable, a manger, solstice, fishing, and peace on earth. These poets wrote lyrics to melodies they knew by heart and assumed the readers would as well. Barokk Boreal has sought out and found these melodies in folk tradition and in written sources from the 17th century, the same melodic material from 2 layers of tradition and transmission. In the way of Barokk Boreal, each Christmas song is presented as a musical tableau, weaving together the tunes of the 2 traditions in new arrangements. So this group is so true to the Baroque style that they seem to subtly float between the classical and folk music styles, which is why I've just always loved this group since Ole Nordahl introduced me to them last year. The voice throughout this record has this raw austerity to it, fitting to the folk inspiration of the album, and the instrumentation puts you around a cozy hearth with rice porridge and mulled wine abound. If you want a cozy Christmas record this year to put you back a few centuries, this is the one for you. Next up, we have something completely different from Dreamers Circus and Teitur with their album Yule, but it's not what you are going to be expecting. This Christmas album, or Yule, in part celebrates the ugly side of Christmas, the chaotic, noisy, and stressful. We often try to paint a nice and polished picture of Christmas, but the reality is often quite the opposite. Our interpretations of Christmas and winter songs have edge and distortion, we play ugly and out of tune, but we still have a blast and a strong connection to each other. Christmas can be ugly and chaotic, the most important thing is that we gather with those we love. So this record really does shift from the cacophonous to the cozy at every turn, threaded with an irony that would even give Heinrich Heine pause for reflection. It's a very non-conventional Christmas album, and that's honestly what I like about it. It's very audacious, but not at the cost of sincerity. It still feels very much like these musicians believe in what they're playing and are proud of it, rather than merely going for shock value, which I would never expect from these artists anyway. It's a truly unique Christmas record that, even if it's too avant-garde for you in the end, it's still worth listening to at least once, if not for a chuckle or two. The last of the 2024 Christmas albums I want to introduce you guys to is Christmas Sessions from the amazing Gjermund Larsen trio, a group that was one of my first contemporary Scandi folk groups that I ever got into. What always appealed to me about these guys is, of course, that trademark melancholy of contemporary Scandi folk that I've always been drawn to. But also the instrumentation and the almost jazz combo-like approach to the tradition without sacrificing anything for it. With that in mind, the Christmas Sessions album is actually a nice contrast to the Dreamers Circus album, in that while the Dreamers Circus album completely subverted my expectations and went somewhere completely different, even sort of doing a satire or a critique of the style of Christmas album that Gjermund Larsen is giving us here with Christmas Sessions, Gjermund Larsen trio gave me exactly what I wanted and expected. Christmas tunes in the style of and the charm of this trio that I've come to know and love over the decade that I've been listening to them. Alright, and now that you're at the end, I just cannot go another holiday season on the Nordic Sound channel without bringing up this wonderful gift of an album, Freude og Frid kring Jul by Grappo Grunberg. This album speaks for itself, honestly, but it can't speak for itself if you never listened to it, which is why I'm giving it a little shout out right here. If you come from the viralized, songliker, Viking market, medieval market style of things, this is the Christmas record for you. Mora harpa, jaw harp, medieval ballad refrains, and an upbeat percussive energy that defined the 90s medieval music movement in Europe. You're going to walk away from this record with the biggest smile on your face and more than a few of the tunes stuck in your head for the day. I always know it's Christmas around the Foster home when I hear Alyssa humming these songs to herself as we clean up from Thanksgiving. That's sort of like the ominous forebodings of the season to come. But seriously, give this album a spin. It will put you right in the holiday spirit and you will be having a damn good time. And so guys, thank you for watching. These are my holiday record suggestions for the year, and hopefully some of them stick around year after year in whatever holiday playlist that you put together. be it if you're alone or if you're with your family for the holidays. Thank you guys so much for watching. A sincere happy holidays from the Fosters here on the Nordic Sound. And yeah, looking forward to the very intimidating end of year top of 2024 list. But its time will come right before the New Year's. So thank you for watching. Hope you guys have a wonderful holiday season. See you next time.